Welcome to the Four Wheels and a Hat podcast.
Well, hello there. You're listening to Four Wheels and a Hat podcast. Hello, Mike.
Hello, Grace.
Now, you know who we've got on Zoom?
I do, I can see her.
A gorgeous lady, absolutely gorgeous. We've got the beautiful Sarah CAWOOD. Hello, Sarah.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. Oh, I just can't believe that I'm on Zoom with you. Honestly.
I know, finally. But let's think about this. When did we first sort of meet on Instagram? It was definitely before lockdown, wasn't it?
I think it was definitely.
Around then.
Yes, but I remember seeing you when I did some work at Nickelodeon, because you worked at Nickelodeon, didn't you, years and years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember I was working there, temping, and you were just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know whether I ever told you that.
No, you've never told me. Were you working at Nick? So we were was that when we were in Rathbone Place?
Yes, and I was temping in London, and I always remember how kind you were and lovely. I thought, oh, isn't she really lovely? Just such a gorgeous, bubbly character. And you are still the same. You're one of those, people that are, same. Inside and out, you are beautiful.
And it's nice to see her on the TV again.
Yeah,
on our TV.
And on TV. I want you on TV. I want you on TV.
I know you do. And I was just saying last night before we hit record, I would definitely go back on telly if it was made easy for me. That sounds really lazy. It's not. It's just that these days, you know what would get me back on the telly would be suddenly getting hundreds of thousands of Instagram followers. So anyone listening,
yes, follow Sarah. She's so entertaining. You are so entertaining as well, because you're going on about your gym session, about your beauty, and also.
Well, am I allowed to swear on this one?
Yes.
Right. Well, I've got no fucks left to give. That's why so many midlife ladies like to follow, and I have built quite the tribe, and you're one of them, of midlife ladies who have no fucks left to give. They've all gone. It's very freeing, isn't it? I just did a reel before I came on to speak to you about, because suddenly I had a light bulb moment the other day, and I was like, we're all so busy. Yeah. Like, obviously, when you and I had to reschedule this because Paul Mike was poorly, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And it was like, well, I can't do this. I can't do. And between us, it was like nearly a month later, because everybody's so busy.
Yes.
But you know what? I've decided I'm going to embrace the chaos, because the more. It's a bit like, I don't know if you're into all the woo about the universe, but the more we put out how busy and frazzled we are, the more busy and frazzled we are.
Yes.
So I just think if you just embrace the chaos, accept that you're going to be busy, but also really make the most of those little bits of downtime. Like, I now treasure a bath more than I ever used to.
I love when you do your bath videos and you're in the bath and you say no one can see anything, and then you're just putting on all your lotions.
Worry about the nip slip. I haven't been live in the bath ever, because I just know there'll be a nip slip, and I just think no. So I always do a story.
That might get you more followers, though.
Sorry.
I said it might get you more followers.
Are they the right kind of followers?
No.
This is the bit. So yeah, that's what you know what? It's funny because I did some coaching with Katie Hill, who I did Live and Kicking with, and she said, because I was like, I'm not broadcasting anymore. A lot of my personal value was tied up in my career. And she said, but you are broadcasting. You broadcast every day on Instagram. She said, you have your own channel. And I've not thought of it like that. And actually, it's a part of my life that makes me really happy. I've met so many wonderful people. You being up there at the top of the list.
Oh.
But I've made I'd consider you a proper friend.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? And
me too.
And I don't get trolled very often. The odd person has a pop, but I take no notice. And
rise above.
It's a really, really nice place. Do you like it?
I really like it. I really do. I think it's positive, and I think you get out of it what you put into it. I think if you're a good, positive person and you're just yourself on it, then all those other people are drawn to you. And I just love your ethos. You've put on here, you like helping women to be seen and to glow. And you do. You do.
I rewrote that bio today, except I didn't rewrite that bio today. I got ChatGPT to do it for me.
Oh, right. I must use that? Everyone's talking about that. Mike, do you use it?
I do, yeah. It's great. It's great.
I need to start doing that.
It will correct all your spellings and it will give you a bit of a flair to it. You can ask it to be funny, even, yeah.
I need to do that.
You need to do that, yeah.
You can say be funny, you know, and if you give it enough detail when you use it, eventually it starts really sounding like you, because I think sometimes you can tell that something's been written by ChatGPT, but it learns from your style. So
Oh, really?
Then it starts I mean, it's terrifying. But anyway, yeah, I knew that the bio needed work, so I asked ChatGPT to help me, and ChatGPT did its thing.
That's amazing. I remember you on the Girly Show. Do you remember you used to do the Girly Show with Sarah Cox? Mm-hmm. You were fantastic. Just brilliant.
I was like a deer in headlights. And honestly, because I remember it was back in, so it was 1996 I got that job, and I think I started it, or was it 97? I can't remember. Late 90s. And it was when it was really fashionable to be a working class hero, like Oasis. And I remember Blur used to get the mickey taken out of them because they were always like, yeah, they claim they're working class, but they went to grammar school and all of this. It's like, well, you can be working class and go to grammar school, but who gives a shit anyway, where you're from or what your parents did, or it beggared belief. But I was like the posh one between me and Sarah. And so subsequently, Sarah was a lot cooler than I was, especially the production team used to think she was a lot cooler, didn't really want to have much to do with me because I was like the posh one, you know, the middle class one. Yeah. Cool. But it was an amazing experience. Yeah. And Sarah's hilarious. So she's a lot of fun to work with. And it obviously was I did Nickelodeon before that, but it was my big break essentially. Yeah. So I think you have to be grateful for these opportunities, and I'm really grateful for that. So yeah, and also now, I tell you what, people have rewritten history when it comes to the Girly Show, because at the time, we replaced the word and we were really slagged off. I mean, bearing in mind this is before social media, and this is before the Daily Mail online, but there was still the Daily Mail. And was it online even back then? No, I don't suppose it was. But they used to call us sluts and slags, and it was so tame though. How crap the show was, and how it was, you know, mean to men, but it wasn't feminist because it was too mean to men. It was just bitchy, and they were really horrible. And now everyone's like, "Oh, the Girly Show is amazing, part of the 90s zeitgeist." And I'm like, "No, you're remembering it different to me." But I think a lot of people that I talk to on Instagram were watching it. So the people that were watching it were loving it. Yes. It was only the people in the media that were critiquing it that weren't nice about it. And that was probably because they were like middle-aged women or middle-aged men who it wasn't for. Yeah. It was essentially for like teenage girls. Yeah. But I think TV and everything has changed, hasn't it? All of that's changed if you think about it. We've got Netflix and all the... No one just all sits down together now, do they? You know, they're watching all different channels and
so many channels now.
So many channels. Yeah. So many channels.
I know, and I sort of miss that. I like to call it event television, and it's the one reason that I'll sit down in front of an England football game is because I know that the whole country's like, you know, we've got a streaming service. Yeah. And I remember in the last World Cup, or it might even have been the one before that, went outside to hang some washing on the line because I was like, maybe if I leave the room, we'll score. And I heard that everything was deadly quiet outside, and I heard next door start screaming. Yes. And I ran in and I went, "We've just scored." And they were like, "No, we haven't." And I was like, "We were on a delay, we've just scored." And at that point, it all went in.
Oh, that's amazing.
Watching it live. Oh my God, it was brilliant. But that's the only time you can go out in the street and everything's quiet because everybody's at home watching telly. Yes. And the other time that everybody watches together is Eurovision, and I'm a massive Eurovision fan.
I love Eurovision.
Apart from those sort of two events, it's all just streaming, isn't it?
I know. Did you do Eurovision one time? You did lottery, didn't you? I remember you doing.
I covered the semi-finals 3 times with Paddy O'Connell. Yeah. And it was such good fun.
I bet that was brilliant. I bet the atmosphere was amazing.
But it's just the best thing ever, Grace. Do you like it?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I really, really do. Because I just love all the different bands. Do you like it, Mike?
Yeah, I went to a party once, which is really good fun, isn't it? Where people dress up in the different countries and stuff like that. And you have a sort of lottery as to which country you support and stuff. It's good fun. Yeah, great fun.
I went to a friend's party once. He was a TV exec friend of mine who's mad into it, and he opened the door and he was wearing the full German, like called lederhosen and everything, and I was like, oh my god. But it was really fun. In fact, I suggested to my daughter that maybe we have just the four of us, just a little Eurovision party, because we love the Remember Monday song. Our entry this year, I think it's fantastic. If you haven't heard it, look it up.
I will. I have looked. I remember when Bucks Fizz, won it. So that was my favourite. Making Your Mind Up, and then Waterloo. Yeah. ABBA. But I just.
So do you remember Bardot?
Bardot.
I know the name.
Over a couple of years. One Step Further, the song was called.
I remember that.
That's a banger. And I loved Johnny Logan. Hold Me Now.
Johnny Logan. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Remember that? Hold Me,
yeah.
Remember it?
Yes, I do. And also Katrina and the Waves. Didn't she win as well? But yes, she was for
she won for us in '97.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. Yeah, big your. So I've got 5 minutes, Sarah. It's gone on to 5 minutes. So we might have to. Yeah, well, we'll talk.
You're joking me.
5 minutes we've been blasting, haven't we? Talking.
We have, yeah.
So what I might do is do this, and we might have to do another Zoom.
Okay.
We might have to do that. Might have to.
Yeah.
Two Zooms.
Let's do parts 1 and 2.
Yeah, let's do parts 1 and 2. Let's book it in. Let's book it in now. When we come back, can we talk about this fabulous brand that I'm wearing today?
We absolutely can, because it's, you know, that I will wax lyrical about Simon Orion all day long in the Beauty Club, because I honestly feel like I've found my spiritual home, and also I'm all about breaking down the stigma of direct sales and multi-level marketing, because it's not a pyramid scheme.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And I need to get more into it, but I just adore this at the moment. This is all I wear.
Listen, if the only thing you ever do is be a customer for yourself and earn yourself a little bit of commission back, then
yeah, but it's absolutely fantastic. It really is, yes. And it feels lovely.
Good shit, man.
Yeah, it is really good. And I just thought we could go over to Beverly Hills as well. Imagine that.
Well, let's get you on a trip, babe.
Yeah.
An outside broadcast.
Let's get you out there, literally providing everybody with Simon Orion skincare, and then we'll get you on the trip to Beverly Hills.
Yes, I will. Yes, okay, Sarah. No pressure, but I will try. Yeah. Yes, I will. Yeah, let's do that. Well, what I'm going to do, we're going to end this now, and then can I just book you in for another Zoom in a minute? We'll do that. Shall we do that, problem. Mike?
Okay.
Do you want me to just come back on in a minute, or do you have to send me another link?
I think I have to send you another link.
It gets very complicated. I don't know more about Zoom. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you another link.
I think you do. I'll just wait. Just WhatsApp it through, and I'll join in a sec.
Brilliant. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll be back in part 2. Thank you.